looking at January by Jon Renau in the color Shaded Mocha. And I'm familiar with Shaded Mocha. It was a pretty safe purchase for me in the color zone area because I have Shaded Mocha in a Top Notch, which is a hairpiece by Jon Renau. So I know I love that color, and it is a beautiful, by the way, it's a beautiful transition color for those of you warmer brown gals that would like to make a transition to the blondes. This is a wonderful sort of bridge between that. It's a gorgeous color, and I'm gonna be able to take you outside today. So we'll be able to take a look at the color in natural light. It's a beautiful, chilly, but beautiful sunny fall day today, so we're taking advantage of that for sure. Okay, so this is a Jon Renau wig with SmartLace. Really some of the best lace fronts in the industry come from Jon Renau, as far as my opinion goes, anywho. And this particular wig I got on clearance. So I will not be able to return this at all. I may have already taken, no, I have not taken a tag off yet, but I can, and I probably will because they get in the way. Generally, I have put the wig on my head before I get on here and decide to do a wig chat with you guys, because I'm not gonna, do anything with that wig until I know that, okay, this has potential. I think there's something about this that I can deal with and will end up thinking it's a keeper. So I've already kind of evaluated that before I do a wig chat, and that's what I did. I just put this on my head. I'm like, okay, and I haven't really decided 100% yet if I love it, but enough for me to do this. And quite frankly, I can't return this anyway, so it was going to have a wig chat no matter what. So we're going to take off the little thing. I'm also going to take off this tag, so bear with me. All right, so I took the tag off. I'll show you guys that. I feel like that's kind of customary. I don't know if you are getting a focused view of that or not. Most of the time it doesn't seem to be. Okay guys, I am really excited about this. This is not a new wig, a super new wig, in the Jon Renau line. It's not super old either, but I don't know, I've always had kind of my eye on it, and then when I saw it in the clearance, I noticed that the color was Shaded Mocha, and I thought, okay, and that kind of pushed me over to go ahead and order it. Plus the price was great. So I thought this is the time, this is a great opportunity for me to try this wig. So before we take a look at the color, let's take a look at this cap here and see how many boxes it ticks off for me. And by the looks of it, it's pretty much every single one. So, okay, so January has a full mono top. That means you can part it anywhere in there and you will have a very realistic scalp appearance. It also has the SmartLace, which we've already found out there, and this is just beautiful, gorgeous Jon Renau. Don't have to trim this. I recommend you never trim it, actually. I know some people will ask me that, and by all means, do what you need to do, but I just never trim these sorts of lace fronts because now you're running the risk of it not laying right, being a little bit off, maybe even scratching a little bit more. So they're designed to, kind of contour to your forehead, and they lay flat. There's no fussing with these, nor, the Raquel Welch and all of these the ones that have already come trimmed for you. I just don't recommend trimming them. But it's all an individual thing. It really is. Then we have the velvet lined ear tabs. These have very strong stays, which is really, it's really something I love when that happens. Not all the time do you get really strong metal stays, and I do like that. And then this has the extended nape. I love that feature. It's more comfortable. It just stays better, I feel. It's softer. It just feels nice, and I just prefer to have the extended nape here. And then there are there? Yeah, there are vertical metal stays also in the nape of most wigs, and you can just kind of make sure that they're bent in so they cup your nape back there. And then these have the Velcro adjuster straps here, and that will bring it in about a ½ an inch if you need it. So yeah, the rest of it's all machine wefted, so it's gonna be cool for one thing, and it's gonna give you some stretch. Yeah, so let's take a look at the color. Okay, so look at this. This is beautiful. Again, this color is gorgeous. But look at this. It's pretty. It's not, you couldn't even call this a curl. It's just almost like somebody with a little bit of natural curl let their hair dry naturally, like my daughter can. And you know, you get just kind of that kind of look, really. So it's a very natural, fuss-free kind of look, and yet, you know, it's like you can be now one of those lucky people that can do that. Put a little hairspray in it, go out the door, and you look fabulous. Well, guess what? It looks like we have that option here with January. And this color, my. I can't wait to see what this looks like outside. It is beautiful. Again, it's a wonderful transition to blonde if you really are a kind of a warm brown gal. These highlights are so incredibly natural, beautiful, kind of a caramely but not too brassy. They're not orange or anything like that, but they're just this really beautiful, warm color. Just beautiful. Gosh, I forgot how gorgeous this color is, really. Before I take this one off, this one that I have on my head now, this is Raquel Welch, Straight Up with a Twist in Shaded Cappuccino. And one of my favorites. It does do kind of this funny little thing here on both sides, but it is one of my favorites. I do love this one a lot, as do I love Shaded Cappuccino, and that's because I decided to jump out of my comfort zone pond and order something a little different, and I'm glad I did, because this is probably now my favorite color in the Raquel Welch line. So color choice is so scary. It is one of the hardest things. It really is hard. Anyway, okay, let's get January on and take a look. Okay, I got January on. I have it crooked at the moment, so let me straighten that business out. Okay, I'm gonna pull out this side. I have already put in some fill-in powder because of my other wig I was wearing. So I already have some fill-in powder to deepen and warm up my very mousy brownish gray hair. And also it will give this shadow of a more natural hairline that I also love it. And so it's called fill-in powder. I get this at Ulta. It always comes with a stippling brush. Very reasonable. I've never had any reason to experiment with another brand. And this is dark brown. And dark brown generally works with all of my wigs. Perhaps not the Palm Springs blonde, but the 8 root, the 12 root, it seems to be okay. This is an 8 root, so this is the same color of root as what you would find in the shaded praline. So it's not, you know, light, and you have that dark root, so you're gonna see probably some knotting there as well. But I'm gonna tell you and show you what I do to help over time, immediately and over time it gets better and better, to kind of soften those knots in the very front perimeter of your hairline. I really miss my other mirror because I really have a hard time seeing with this. But I want to tell you guys, I really like the length a lot. This is not a heat-friendly fiber, so this is their regular synthetic fiber. That could be a positive thing. The other reason why I like Shaded Mocha is I've never felt like I needed to dry shampoo the Shaded Mocha. My top-notch hairpiece is also not heat-friendly, and I never felt like I needed to dry shampoo that one either. We'll see what it looks like out in the sun, but it's the blondes, it's those lighter blondes that are just like, if they're not in the HD fiber or the heat-friendly fiber, they can be very shiny if they're just the regular synthetics. So, but the Shaded Mocha, I don't know. I think it looks like just really nicely taken care of, a beautiful, just healthy hair. So that's a plus for ordering a non-light blonde color. Okay, so we have a sort of swoopy thing happening here. That's cute. I think for me, oh, let me talk to you. Okay, so guys, there is permatease. There's permatease in this one. All the way, you know, all the way kind of back in here, it's permatease all along the part. But that will give you some body, and that will probably be a good thing. Okay, so this has a full mono top from here to here. So that means that you can go pretty deep if you're kind of like me and you do sometimes like to wear a deep side part. I think with a style like this, I do like wearing a deeper part because generally that means I'm probably gonna be tucking this side, you know, behind my ear, which I like to do. And I'll probably wanna do that with this one. This is cute. Let me kind of put it back to where it came. It came about right here, I want to say. And I want to give you a little view here of all the sides. So let's take a look. I haven't done anything with it really yet. I love this length. La la la. I love having a spinny chair. Okay, let's get this kind of doing something that will make me feel comfortable. I have to get this off the back of my ear, so I'm going to move it up on my wig grip a little bit, just to get it from jamming right there in the back of my ear. You know, being a glasses wearer, that's very, very annoying, and it's not comfortable. Okay, so this is, I think, my favorite kind of wave pattern. It's a little reminiscent of Editor's Pick. Even a little less so, but it does remind me a little bit of that Editor's Pick feel when it comes to the waves here. I mean, that is a very realistic mono top there. That part looks really cute. I like how there is some permatease up there to give me some height, and it won't flatten as the day goes on. Let's take a look at this lace front. Now these are darker knots, so they're going to be more noticeable. This lace front definitely goes from here all the way over to here. I do think they wove in these fibers so nicely right here on the side of the face here. I feel like I still have it a little crooked. This should be really kind of a shake and go style, but I'm struggling a little because I'm not a forehead person, you know, where I like forehead stuff. What am I trying to say? Yeah, I'm not sure I like this right here on my forehead. I also am not used to them because my own hair, I'm just going to try something here. Sometimes when I really am having a problem, and if it's a full mono top, and sometimes even if it's not, if it has a lace front, you can kind of do this and then kind of keep that over there and it'll work. But this does have a full mono, and I feel like I'm struggling with how it's just wanting to just lay right here, you know, on my forehead. So I'm just gonna try and see what it'll do over here. Sometimes you can, and sometimes it just won't work for you. But I'm feeling that this can. So I'm not usually a right side person, but I do this with my Kona as well. because it's just not working for me on that particular side that it kind of came in. I learned so much from Patty. So if you're brand new or you're thinking about being a wig wearer, I highly recommend you check out Patty. This is what I do. I learned it from her and it works great. What you do, and this also creates the illusion of a little bit of baby hair around the hairline, because it kind of smashes the hair down right along that hairline a little bit. The more you do this, the better it'll look. So as time goes on, your hairline is going to continue to look better and more natural and better and better. So brand new, I'm going to get in there. Now you go underneath the fibers, okay? You don't want to do this on top of the fibers. You want to really get your fingers under there, right here, next to your hairline, and you're gonna do little circles. Now be careful that you do not mess with your lace front. You know, you don't want to get in there and do them so forcefully that you're curling up your lace front in any way. But you can do them in different directions, and then you're going to press. I always press down to my ear tabs. So you're going to twirl, 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 press. And this is, if I have my It Stays on, I do this when I put any wig on, and I hold that for like 10 seconds where my It Stays would be, and then I press it down because that's where I put my It Stays. And I mean, even that just looks so much better right there. And the heat of your skin, the heat of your fingers is going to really assist the fibers to flatten out right there at the knot and mess it up a little bit so it looks just not so like perfect knot, perfect knot, perfect knot, if that makes any sense. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I think this wig could totally go in the other direction, at least this particular one that I have. That's something else that I want to talk about, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in another wig chat. But but really across the board, but especially wigs that have any kind of wave or curl to them, I can almost guarantee you every wig in that same style, like you love it so much, you get another one. It's going to look a little different. It's going to behave a little differently. But sometimes that's fun, actually. It's like this one I can do this look with. The other one did really well over here, and I was able to, you know, it's you gotta be open, and you gotta just let it happen and go with the flow. That is kind of the key to being a wig wearer. You really gotta go with the flow. And as soon as you get yourself maybe some good hairspray, you have to figure out what dry shampoo you like, and they're all kind of created sort of equal, so that's not hard. But get yourself some dry shampoo, so if you have to dull the shine, you have that on hand, and you just go with the flow, and you fix what you need to fix, and you deal with, and you know, and then once you do that, you're set with that one. You know what it can do, and you know how you like to wear that one, and it's perfectly fine, and it's fun. It's just part of it. Okay. Yeah, I really think I'm gonna like this one. I do feel that it'll take a little getting used to, but my goodness, I really love this length a lot. It is kind of the perfect length that I love, no matter if the style is straight or not, just kind of right above the collar. It's easy to deal with. They tend to mat less, you know, because they're not brushing against your clothing and stuff. It's really a pretty length. You'll have to excuse my dog who's barking. I'm actually hoping he's barking at someone who's delivering hair to me, like UPS or USPS or FedEx, because I'm expecting 2 wigs today. Yay! Let's do that. Let's go ahead and take a look at Shaded Mocha out in the beautiful light of the day. So I'll see you guys outside. Okay, I'm outside. I'm going to see if I can find some nice light out here. There's a big dog that's over on the other side of our creek. We do get coyotes out here, so they wouldn't come out this time of day, I don't think, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to go over here. Okay, guys, so, oh, here's some sun. Here's some sun. Almost too much sun. And here we are in some shade. Gorgeous color, isn't it? It is really pretty. I kind of forgot how much that I really like this color. Let me walk a little bit this way. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and walk back in the house. It's a little chilly out here. Got a lot of road noise. So let's go back in. And we're back inside. Yeah, so isn't it gorgeous? The color is absolutely beautiful, especially outside in the sun. It just shimmers and it's so pretty. I love the color, definitely. The style, I like it. I like it. I think I like it better than I was thinking I would. So yeah, keep that in mind. If one side is just not working, you can always just flip the bang and see if you like that better. Again, let's just visit. Now I sprayed everything to go this way, so I almost hate to do that, but you know, that's the beauty of the full mono top. It might be a little bit more challenging. I didn't have too much problems with it at all with this particular unit, but yours, if you want to try the same thing, you might have to fuss with it a little bit more. These are trainable, you know, you can train these to pretty much, you know, within its own style to do kind of what you want it to do, especially when you have a full mono top. You've got it. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.